about that right now. I think it's really important. Certainly, have endorsed Senator Tina Smith, her continuing on. And I think it's really important that not only do we vote, for, principles that you believe in, the political side of it. But I'm just a big believer. It's how we built our franchise here. What we said in the beginning is you win with good people. And we wanted to surround ourselves with as many good people as possible, and it's worked out pretty good for us. I think the same thing, should be true in terms of your mindset when you're going to the polls. That, let's put good people in office, whether you're Republican or Democrat. And to me, what that means is that no group is to be marginalized or to be less than. And, I think that if we do that and we also are representative of our population and we're diverse, then I just think great things can happen. And, we need to vote out, people like Jason Lewis, who, was trying to hide behind the idea that he was a shock jock and had to say certain things about women. It's simply not true. Because, Jim, I can't see you doing a job that you said, I had to do that.
I used to work at that same radio station. I never said anything like that.
Right. And so, I think, he's hiding behind that. It's wrong. He's in office. He should not be in office. And we have a chance to change that. And Angie Craig would be a great choice to replace him. And, so I think for me, it's just, let's do what we need to do, which is we all need to vote. And whichever way you're going to vote is fine. Everyone's entitled to, their beliefs, but let's vote. Let's not have, a low turnout. This is a right, especially for women. When I think about this, I cannot fathom that I would have been on this earth and I was not permitted to vote, to use my voice as a woman. I can't fathom that. So I will never miss a chance to use my voice, because there were people that fought long and hard to make sure that we had this opportunity. And so I'm certainly going to get out to the polls, and I hope everybody else does too.
And as a journalist, the newspaper asks us not to take political stands, not to pick sides. So I dance along that line. I think people know where I stand on a lot of issues, but I just try not to be too overt about it to respect my boss's wishes. But you can guess. Yeah,
well, because you're a good person,
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but God, I mean, I think you said it on a recent show. It's like you can argue about economic policies, but we shouldn't be arguing about equality.
Yeah, and that's my biggest thing. And I when you talk about there are people that are going to choose a path for economic reasons, but it doesn't add up, because the Democrats have a good track record economically, and we're ignoring that. It's like this age-old, Democrats do this, Republicans do that. I think I'm a Democrat. I don't love paying taxes more than what nobody wants that, but I'm not gonna sacrifice equality and the way that we treat people in favor of if I got to pay a little bit more, then I'm happy to do that, because I think it's the right thing to do. And like I said, we could go back and forth on education, healthcare, that sort of thing. You're always going to have different sides to that, and there's different ways of getting things done. What I don't think there's a different way of getting things done is how we treat people, and my vote will reflect that.
Great place to end. I always appreciate Cheryl's perspective and your willingness to share it, because not all public figures feel comfortable doing so. Thanks again to all the people who have made the network and this show a success. We'll talk to you next week.